If you're following this tutorial with Rocket Girl rig, I highly suggest you install Red9 Studio Pack, which is free of charge, and you can find the link in the description of the video, of course. And if you want to know how to install it because you don't know how to do so, you can find my YouTube tutorial that explains you how to do so. It's very easy and it's very quick. If you're using a different rig instead, if you want to use Red9 for mirroring poses, my suggestion is to head over to my tutorial in which I explain how to set up a rig to mirror poses. But I also suggest you try Studio Library, which is an excellent tool for mirroring poses. Unfortunately, it doesn't work very well with Rocket Girl rig, but it works well with most of the rigs around, and it's actually a bit faster in terms of setup if compared to Red Studio 9. Again, you will find all the links in the material of this tutorial. Once you have installed Red9 Studio, you will find an icon with a rocket somewhere in your shelves. You just click on it. It seems like nothing has happened, but if you look at the top right corner of the menu, right to the left of the help menu, you will find the Red9 menu. You want to click on it and scroll down until you find a tool named Mirror Setup. I will click on it and this window opens up. So this is how we inform the rig about the way we want it to be mirrored. I already did the job for you so that you don't have to do it manually for Rocket Girl, but if you're using a different rig, you will have to go through the process. The process doesn't take long, maybe about 10 minutes, but it's very rewarding once it works. Alternatively, you can use Studio Library, which does it with one click, but doesn't work with all the rigs, but works with most of them. Among the assets I provided with this tutorial, you will find a file named Rocket Girl Red9 mirror table.mirror map. This file is the file we need to inform Red9 on how to mirror our poses. Let's copy this file into the folder of our project. I'm going to store it into the data folder. The position doesn't really matter, but I like to store it into the data folder. It's down to your preferences, really. Once you have it back in Maya, first of all, we want to make sure that the phalanx controllers of the right hand are visible in the scene. So I will select all the controllers for the fingers and enable finger tweaks on them. And then we want to left mouse select all of the controls of our rig. If you want to be extra sure, you hold down Control and Shift and you see that the cursor becomes a cursor with a plus. That's additive selection, and we drag another selection just for double safety. And once we have that selection, we are going to go into the mirror setup window, click on Load Mirror Configs, and in there we are going to browse to the data folder where we have our mirror map file. There you have it. Double click on it. Red Studio 9 will think about it. You see it's loading the data. Once the data is loaded, we should be able to mirror poses. Let's see if this works for the fingers. I will select all the fingers controls. I don't need to select anything else apart from the fingers, so I don't need the wrist, for instance. And then I will go to the side, which doesn't have the pose yet. I will select the controls in there. You do not need to be very precise in the selection. The important thing is select at least the controls you need. And then we want to make the pose symmetrical. To do so, we go on the Red9 Animation Toolkit, and in there you will find at the bottom there's Mirror Controls, Symmetry Pose, left to right. Let's click on it. And there you have it. Now you have the pose mirrored on the opposite side. Not bad. For free, just one click. Not bad.